Movie night back with another Clitastic. I'm your host, Easy. Welcome to Car Language In. We took delivery of our first old school. Let's get into it. Quick backstory. It's crazy. Before I got this, I know it don't look like much. She definitely needs a little bit of work. And it's just the paint, really. But other than that, she's top notch. This is a 2-owner vehicle, 73,000 original miles, and everything works with the exception of the passenger front window regulator. But as y'all can see, it's definitely clean. I just got this yesterday. It's funny too, because last night, the day before yesterday, I spent the whole night doing research on a CLS 550 that I was really interested in, and I was gonna get that car. But I spoke to my mechanic and he said he don't deal with foreign cars. So I said, you know what, let's play it smart and stick to American cars. And I went to go see this one first yesterday in the morning. And let me tell you, I don't regret it at all. Everything is in perfect condition. The engine is right. We got brand new tires. We missing the hubcap, but everything is pristine. I didn't clean it yet. I'm just, this is my second day with it. I've had it for a day and a half pretty much. So I got to vacuum it, but look at that interior. We're going to turn the lights on and take y'all back to the past. Get very few things that we got to do to it, but as y'all can see, it's definitely in great shape. Everything works, like I said, aside from that window regulator. This is a 30-year car. It's crazy. 30 years old. We got 30 years, but it's in great shape. These cars, they used to come with 2 keys, one for the ignition to turn it on, and the other one for the trunk. Let's take a look at the trunk. Definitely a lot of room in here. I don't even think I mentioned what type of car this is. This is a Buick Regal, 1993. 1993 Buick Regal. A lot of trunk space. We got a spare. This is a 3800 engine. Car Language on the plates. And if y'all take a look, the lights don't even look that fogged out either. The interior is pristine. Super pristine. We still gonna get it shampooed or something. We're gonna get it cleaned up. We're gonna do our best to get it looking fresh. It smells good in here. I believe they used to smoke, but they did a real good job cleaning it out. Little things like this. I noticed this yesterday. We can always get that. And that's the amazing part about old schools. You can always get them. You can get parts anywhere. Look at the ornament. You could tell this car was well kept to an extent. I think the first owner said it was Indiana. I checked under the car, the undercarriage, and everything looks good. So they must have garage kept it in Indiana until they got to Georgia. That's when they probably kept it outside, and that's where the paint started going bad. I'm gonna assume, because the guy I got it from, I know that hood is real bad, but it's nothing. We know mechanics, we know people who do body work, etc. So all of that stuff is nothing. Again, I was just real hype at just how good this car drives, the way the engine looks. As y'all can see, we got a clip here. This is where the doors latch on, and down there at the bottom too. Why too is beyond me. There's only one cup holder in here. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have cleaned this before, but I just got a lot of stuff to do today, so I figure I'll show y'all before I get caught up. This might be real wood. I love this handle. Everything works, again, with the exception of that window regulator, but the mirrors, the function, the unlock and lock, all of that works. The driver's seat is powered, not the passenger. Who cares about the passenger? As y'all can see, the wipers, they function in a weird way, opposites to each other, one on the left, one on the right. We'll show y'all in a minute. Let me pop the hood so y'all can see what's going on under here. and see how clean it is. I don't get attached to cars. The hood struts work, by the way. I don't get attached to cars. Look at that engine. It looks crispy. I started to wipe it down. We didn't get too far because I started last night. Again, we've just been having a lot of stuff to do lately, and time is not enough. But we got it looking decent. We go in there and do a deeper clean. I think I'm about to spray to where you spray it everywhere, and then the dirt and sediment drops down. I forgot what you call that spray, but that's usually what I do. And then I hit it up with some type of what's that? The 3-in-1, where it shines, loosens, and cleans. Those sprays, the 3-in-1, that's what they call it. But it's top notch. Again, everything works. No lights on. 73,000 miles. As y'all can see, the liner under the hood is intact. They definitely did a great job keeping this. Again, for 30 years old, I definitely am shocked that this car kept up the way it is. And I hate to close it like that. The lights don't look bad either. And we got a little chip paint right there. The whole car needs a paint. You know, the paint is just, it's not as bad in certain parts, but in the bumpers and right there, that front driver side panel, the top, of course. Other than that, it's all right. I love it. It's steel. When was the last time y'all drove a steel car? They're plastic now. I knocked on this, and then I knocked on the Escalade, and I was like, yeah, it's a big difference. Key, it sounds good too. Oh, V6, this is a big V6, that 3.8. And another thing that I love about this car too, you know, it goes with the Escalade. It looks good next to the Escalade. So let's turn it on. Yeah, everything works. Everything works. Let me turn the radio down so we won't get copyrighted. But we got some storage up here. That's a vent right there. Another one right there. Got a little pocket here. It's ashtray. You know, 2 little slight pockets here. I'm not gonna lie, storage is not enough in here. Got some more storage here. Again, 1 cup holder. This is literally like the Sunday car. But these are your lights. Just turn them on, and you can dim them, have them really bright. The control stocks work. Look what I was telling y'all with the windshield wipers, how they wipe is to the side, which is weird. And when you put them away, it's like they stop and then they turn off. Dope. And look at that. Even the windshield washer fluid works. Everything works. This is a little knob to adjust your steering wheel. This is your gear shifter. So I can see the, you know, reverse, neutral, drive, and then, you know, just in case you get stuck in dirt, mud, etc. Cassette player. That's gonna be hard getting used to. Max AC. These are just showing you guys the function. I love the knobs for the volume button. They got some tension on them, so you could turn them up and then they kind of retract back to the original position. All of them are like that, with the exception of, well, not even, look at that. Even the, I'm sorry, I don't touch this. I'm not trying to touch this. The fade, the balance fade, you could adjust it too. Is also like all of them. The tune, you know, you get that, it retracts back. It kind of moves your fingers back. You know, so you got to keep turning it. That's how it works. It's not bad for a 30-year-old car. Everything working. This is amazing. Again, I am very, very happy that I got this car. I hardly slept thinking about this car. I'm very hyped. The horn works. No lights. That's what. Oops, sorry. This is where all your lights would be. Check engine, etc. Y'all see it? 73,519. You know, that highlighted too, that's point whatever. So it's not 700. I hope it's not 700. I paid a great price for this too. I want to tell y'all how much, but you know, anybody offers me something and I might give it to them. I sold my pickup truck, so I no longer have a secondary car. So I'm not in a rush to sell this. The music sounds good too. Something that I noticed, to exit, you have to unlock and then pull the lever. I love this lever too to close it. This is official. They should bring this back. This is very classy. But this is a very classy car. Look, I can't get out. I gotta unlock and then pull the lever. I'm gonna turn it off so I can show y'all the back. But let me know, did we did right? What the hell? It's car language. I paid $3,000 for it. It's crazy how they used to put the seatbelt on the door. It's weird, but I ain't tripping. Big quarter panel right here in the rear. The rear, not much going on back here. You don't get a middle armrest, but it can seat 5 comfortably. One downfall about this car is if you're tall, it's not the car for you. This is a Regal, so this is like the competition to the Corolla in those times. Little ashtray back here. It's crazy how you don't got an armrest, but you got an ashtray. Everybody used to chain smoke. But blue interior, no storage behind the seats, hardly any storage, but the trunk is real big. This was, I guess, a nice commuting car, definitely that. Fuel is great. It had half a tank. I drove 20 miles to come back home and it didn't burn anything. I think it's regular. I really don't want to use regular, only because I want this car to be pristine. I don't know if that matters. I tend to think it does, but maybe because of how old it is, we'll stick to regular. But stay tuned. We got some accessories for it. That's why I'm not tripping about the hubcaps. Wink, wink. The car drives like a dream. I'm gonna talk a little loud. I don't know. Y'all can hear me with the AC blowing. But everything is very mechanical in here. So whatever button you push, you will hear that module click. So, driving a 1993 Buick Regal. That's how they say it out here in Atlanta. I love the ornament. The ornament is like a target. You know, it's kind of like aiming a pew pew. You know, you put it wherever you want, and that's where the car is going. I believe this car has airbags, because it's definitely smooth. It's so smooth. You hear the signal lights, right? Like, again, everything is very mechanical. The control stocks feel good. The gear shifter feels good. Everything feels very sturdy. Running low on fuel. Real boaty, as y'all can see. I'm bouncing. It feels so good. This car feels so good. I fell in love. I just couldn't stop smiling. I was like, I can't believe I'm in such an old car that feels so good. Like, I can only imagine people when they used to take it for a test drive back in the days, the luxury standards, in a sense. It's so flowy. You know, we don't expect the 0 to 60 time. It's probably like 10 to 15 seconds. As long as it takes a semi to do the 0 to 60 type of stuff. But it's not a fast car. Y'all know me. I love fast cars. It's a feeling about being in a car that nobody has. You're hardly gonna see out there. It's crazy too, because while I was driving at home, people were looking. A lot of people were looking. You know, I feel like Marty McFly. Turns real good. The turning radius. Oh man, I feel like, you know, Mafia's kid. You know, because I guess the Mafia guy would have probably drove the LaCrosse in that time, where this is the little one. The Regal is the little one, the little car. That's one thing too. You know, you definitely want to consider buying this car. If reconsider buying this car if you're 6'2", 6'2", that might be a stretch, because I definitely have somewhat of an issue climbing in and out of here. You know, I got on my Timbs right now, and it's a bit tight. You know, but once you in here, visibility is great. The radio sounds good. Even the system in here was decent for the time. Man, you can see me cheesing. I love this car. I fell in love. It was love at first drive, because it wasn't love at first sight. I was like, oh man, they capping with saying that the paint is, you know, saying that the car is 73,000 miles, but it feels brand new. So if I get rid of it, I know I said I bought it for $3 grand, but to me it's not worth $3 grand. It's worth more. This is damn near a brand new car. Like, you know, who could say, man, the pumps are not out of service still? Gotta go to another gas station. Who could say, you know, they bought a 73,000 mile car with $3 grand? That's unheard of. Super unheard of. Now, if they lied to me, I'm not even tripping, because I got mechanics that would love to play with this. This is so easy to work on. And if I decide to keep it forever, which I haven't decided yet, you know, we could LS swap this, and it won't be a bad swap, because LS belongs to Buick. Oh man, the steering wheel is slim, but it feels good. It feels like you got some handle. You definitely got control. It's vague, but it's not as vague as you would think. You know, it definitely, you know, it's there. Like I said, for a big American car like this, you know, they all drive similar. You would think it'd be a lot more. You'll have a lot more play, but you don't. Somewhat, to an extent, but it's not as bad as you would think. The tires make it feel real good. I'm actually, not with this car, I gotta go jump into the Caddy, and I gotta go get the accessories. So, this video might not be as interesting as you guys think to watch you put it on slabs. I'm in love with this car, man. I feel like I won. You know, nowadays with the times being the way they are, you know, times are hard. You go shopping and you spend a fortune. You know, I actually spent some money buying this car, and I just feel like I won. Like lately, it's been feeling like every time you buy something, you feel like, you know, an L. Feels good. I think that shock in the back might be bad. I keep hearing it every time I hear. Again, don't care. It's probably super cheap. Probably costs $2-3. You know, especially if I go to a junkyard. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Sorry I've been taking too long, but I definitely want to bring a car back and kind of take a break from the trucking content. But we're gonna bring that back too. We're gonna respond to the ones that wanted to know about accounts and stuff like that with Landstar. But for now, I'm babying this thing. Like, I don't even keep it outside. I keep it in the garage. You know, I can't sleep because I'm scared a tree might fall on it. Car leg wedge.